Good evening and welcome to yet another Speak Up Club's monthly meetup. And this one's is special because last weekend, 23rd May, we completed 6 years of our journey. And here we are going strong and solid even after 6 years. What began as a moment of let's try something after COVID hit us and we were in the rooms locked and still wanting and having a desire to connect with people has turned out into a full-blown initiative, which has become the centerpiece of my life and my heart today. And I've celebrated more of these days, this specific date, 23rd May. I believe I've said that more in the last 6 years than any other date, even including my child's birthday, anniversaries, marriage, or whatever you want to call. The one date that has been consistent and has been more in my life has been this 23rd May. I've repeated that on and off every time. And yes, today it's a special meeting and a meeting where we are going to be talking about a lot of things, not about Speak Up Club, not about me, not about anyone, or not about you, I would say. Because there's one quote that has stayed with me for a long time. It is said, there's more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than for bread. It's a quote by Mother Teresa. And I think that's the reason, that's one thing which is missing in the world. And there's the only thing which is better than having or being blessed is to have the expression of that gratitude for those that you feel blessed about, because that's a missing piece of the puzzle. Not that you don't have or you don't feel blessed, it's just that we express it far too less. And that's the objective of what we are going to be doing today in this meetup. Thank yous. Before we get going into your expressions of your thank yous, let me begin with the story of Speak Up Club, of what began on 23rd May 2020 has blown into a full-blown affair. 6 years into this journey, the dream that was born out of COVID is a blessing that it has become. 250 Speak Up Club meetups, of which 160 plus were the open mics or these open to all sessions that we have been doing. Till 2023, we were doing it on Saturday nights, and on a trot, we did 125 Speak Up Club sessions that were open to all. And then we kind of changed the model of how we operated and how we dig deeper into bringing about a change or bringing about a transformation in people who wanted to work at a deeper level. And in that, we have had a good 90 plus sessions. That makes it to 250 plus sessions of the Speak Up Club in all. Over 1,000 people from 16 plus countries, from a 4 year or 5 year old to a 75-year old. We have had this platform become a place or a community or a space where we had moments of joy, pain, winning, losing, from not having anyone to cry to having an entire community where they could just come and express themselves and pour their heart out. Every perspective, every story that has come to this platform has become a part of my journey, and it has helped me, shape me, nurture me, and add so much meaning to who I am today. So, all I would say to begin with is I'm thankful that our paths crossed and each one of y'all have changed a bit of the direction of my fate and my destiny by being you and by being having you on this platform. So, let's get going with this theme that we have for today. Please note, it is not about the Speak Up Club. It is not about me. The meetup is about the theme of thank yous for the people, the stars that are there in your life, the people that you feel grateful for, or the stories or the memories that you feel deeply blessed with. Today, it's going to be an expression of how or what you want to share with us about what you're thankful for in this life. For the ones who are joining us for the first time, please note the time that we have is 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be having the. Uh, Puneet, do you have a? Oh, yeah, you on mobile, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I
I'll open.
can do it on my watch if you want.
Let me just use the app. I'll have the timer app open and just a minute. Yes, we have the timer app open and let me begin with the stopwatch. All of y'all, you can see the stopwatch on my window. So while you're sharing, please note each one of y'all have an opportunity for expressing yourself for 2 to 3 minutes. This is not a public speaking platform. We are not judging your oratory skills. We are looking for stories and experiences and your expression of gratitude of whoever you want to express it for, whatever story that you want to share. The time limit is 3 minutes, and let's make it about thank yous that you want to express today. With that, let's get going into who would like to come first and get going with the launch pad of today's thank yous. Rishi? Okay, let's go ahead with Rishi first.
Yeah,
Yes, Rishi, go ahead.
yeah. So my most thank you will be my mom because sometimes what happens is I used to get tensed up when I used to drive my car. So what happened is my father did not come with me in the early morning at 5 a.m. So me and my mom, we used to take, I mean, I used to take the car. She used to sit beside me as though she's very confident, but not confident in her mind, but she became more confident when I was, starting to drive it more confidently. And what happened is I have done like two or three mistakes at the starting, but now what I feel is that I have come to a level that I'm an expert because I'm able to judge how the other person drives, because in this country where I'm staying right now in Hyderabad, it's like they come so speed, they want to kill you off in the particular moment. So, like I would like to thank my mom because she was very confident in terms of her mind because I used to drive very good. And now she's very comfortable that I can drive. Like if I give, yeah, if my father gives me the keys to the car, I can confidently go to the highway or to my grandma's house, take the car and come back. So I would like to thank my mom for that, and she was also very brave, I would say, but not in her, like in her. I mean, she was very scared at the first time, but when I tried to, like rectify from my mistakes, it was kind of very confident for me, as well as she was also very happy that I was driving good, and now I'm able to drive my car even at 60s or 80s, or even I can touch hundreds. So yeah, so that is what I just want to thank my mom because she was very confident sitting next to me. Even now, when I take the car, she's sitting next to me. My father is in the back and my mom is in the front, sitting next to me. So I would say a big thanks to my mom. Back to you, Rahul. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishi. Now I need to ask myself if I can sit beside you or not. Just kidding. Thank you, Rishi. I think these are very small, simple nuggets about how we often overlooked on the people that have made a massive transformation to our life with these small uh, acts of courage or giving us the power to do something courageously. Thank you, Rishi. Let's move to the next speaker. Pranay, you wanted to come next?
Yes.
The stage is yours.
Recently, I was speaking to a friend of mine where I was sharing about an argument I had with my father. He listened quietly and he looked at me and said, "At least you still have your father with you." Many a times in life, I will thank you for this opportunity, Rahul Jain, coach. Many times it's not our problems that steal our happiness. Can anybody guess what is that one thing which steal our happiness? It's the universal problem.
Comparison?
Spot on. Thank you. You reduced my burden, coach. Many a times during my CA journey, I was failing continuously. I was stuck at one end, and where my other friends, while my other friends were clearing and moving forward in their life, and some even started earning. Imagine how painful it is. Slowly, without realizing it, that comparison quietly entered my mind, and even continued even after clearing CA. Even after clearing CA, over a period of time, I've realized the more I compare, the less happy I become. During this phase, I met one of my school friends, where we touched upon different aspects of life, and he was sharing about his family and how he is managing his life, his family. He has his own family. I have Speak Up Club family. He has his own kids. I'm a kid in myself. I'm with a little income he gets. He's very content. Like he used to say that I have everything I need. That is not true, but still he has this trained his mindset to believe that is true. I was taken by surprise, but why can't I be happy even you have a golden profession or whatever? Sometimes happiness comes from finally noticing what we already have. After that, I realized I looked at my surroundings, my friend circle. I think that many or most of them they don't have their fathers with them. At least I get time to spend with my father at the dining table. At least I have a conversation together. This is what amazing puzzle you mentioned about initially. I feel grateful. This is the blessing I have. This is what thank you and gratitude for me. Looking for the things I already have. Thank you. Over to you. Speak up, Rahul Jain sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Pranay. Beautiful expression. I think you sum up of what and why we are all miserable in a certain way. Not because of that we don't have things, but just because we are not able to see the things that we have. And I think if you look at all the things that you have, uh, that's a good enough reason for us to be happy. And if you can feel contentment in that, I think it's a beautiful journey. Thank you, Pranay, for sharing with us that simple idea about looking at what you have. And I think that's a beautiful message that you shared. Thank you. Let's move to the next person. Puneet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
over to you.
Thank you. So when I saw this topic, I thought, what should I share? And like it was simple. At the same time, it was quite complex of what could be the content like. So I delved over it and thought about it and realized that thank you is a very calming phrase. And in a very quiet sense, you get to like relieve your stress out of something by saying that to some other person who has probably helped you or given you courage at a moment when you were lagging it. So I would like to share three moments from my life. The first one being my guardian angel, Raj Lakshmi Aunty, who I hardly knew for 6 months after moving to a new apartment. And I was struggling to get into a good school. And she continuously helped me get into a government school where the fees was less, but I was failing the entrance exams and I failed it twice. And she requested the teachers to take it the third time, and at that time I cleared it. I mean, at that point I was just 14 or 50, like I was in grade 10, and I didn't know how to say thank you to somebody like that. She was like a god figure for me at that point, and that entirely changed the career trajectory for me. Then life went on. The second person that came to my life and changed the entire trajectory of my life was my friend Parth. Uh, he was my classmate and came from a very, very interesting background, but our lives at homes were very, very similar. So we belonged to the same community and we used to have same rituals at home. So we started talking and we became very good friends. There was a point when I thought that I could never get into a leadership role. Like I'm talking about college here. So we used to have this society called the Economic Society, where every year they would elect a person to be the president, the vice president, the general secretary, and stuff like that. And like in my wildest dreams, I could never think of becoming a vice president. And my friend asked me to nominate myself, and I was like, "What the hell are you saying?" And then he said that, and I started thinking about it, and then realized why not? And I nominated myself. And looking at the kind of support that I got, I actually became a vice president. And in the next year, I also became a president. So sometimes it's about the people who, like, without doing anything, they just push you so much to the extent that you realize your hidden potential and you do things that you had never imagined to do in your life. So, like the second one is for Path, and the third one is to God. So it's year to 2020 and 2021. In fact, the second wave of COVID. I and my mom were struggling with the COVID, and there was a moment when I thought that I would not survive. Like my fever was not breaking. I was on bed for almost 10 days and it was not going down below 103. So one fine day, I sat up and started writing down all the finances that I had, so that at least if I'm gone, everybody at my home get to see what I have saved and at least know what it is. And that was a turning point. So I don't know what happened. Was it blessings or the people around me or the sudden realization that life or death is inevitable? Uh, Somehow turned the trajectory and I survived. So yeah, that's all I have for my gratitude box. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Puneet. One question. Three categories that you said. When was the last time you went back to them? No, this is not a question. This is for
Okay.
everyone. This is for everyone,
Okay.
just a rhetorical one, because we often have these moments. Like I said, it's not about a speech where you're expressing your gratitude or sharing what you experienced or what you're thankful for. Ask yourself, when did you last go back to them and actually have that expression to them, not here, not just here, I would say. So, thank you, Puneet. I think wonderful share. The last one is a tricky one because I read this quote. I read this quote somewhere, and I think over the past at least 3 months, I would say, I don't know why, or when, or the format through which it is. I've become a far more deeply spiritual person, and it's been a kind of a journey that I've gone through, and somewhere I've surrendered. I've surrendered to this idea about the presence of God and His invisible hand through which He's taking care of everything. And one thing as a philosophy in that is, which I've seen a transformation in this, is there's this line which I read somewhere and it hit deep and it worked for a very long time. And it's like the centerpiece of myself today and very reason why we are having this theme. It reads, the more you'll be thankful for what you have, the more you'll be blessed to be thankful for. Listen to that again. The more you'll be thankful for what you have, the more you'll be blessed to be thankful for. I think that's a invisible hand that's working in my favor in the past few months, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Puneet. Let's move to the next speaker. Ankit, you wanted to go next?
Yes, sir. For
Okay,
sure.
stage is yours.
But- So sometimes we realize someone's value only when life becomes difficult. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ankit, and I just want to share two of the events that I've gone through. And so the first is like being an artist. I'm an artist. Like I used to play guitar, I sing song. So there was an event in our Raipur, like it's known as local, where I get the opportunity to perform. And it was one of the biggest, yet one of the worst decision of mine. Now, why I'm saying this? Because I get fumbled a lot. I got voice cracked there during the performance and all. And all I can see is people shouting my name. But what I have done is from there is no going back. And I can only see my friends' eyes and my friends' hope. And they are like, go on, go on, go on. Like, you can do it, you can do it. So the first, I want to say thank you to my those friends who are there with me when there are no one. And the second event is this Jubilance Hyderabad event, where I was not allowed to go to the Hyderabad because of some issues. And I got, I made a list of many reasons that I will not go. But there are some people, there are some people in this meeting also from my college, from my club, who forced me to go for Jubilance, go for Hyderabad. And there I have met some of the amazing people like Rahul Jain sir, Pranay sir. I met these people, which was something that I can't express a lot. This That was a very good moment for me to connect with these peoples. And yeah, so I don't think I did justice to this or I said properly or not, but thank you to those friends, those people whom I met, whom I'm being with, and who are connected with me. So yeah, thank you for
Thank you, Ankit. It doesn't matter. Like I just mentioned already, we are not a public speaking platform. We are a platform that serves a purpose with the opportunity to express. And uh, thank you. I think the word is more like a smile. It doesn't matter how it is until it's a smile. And I think that's what makes an entire difference. If you believe it's heartfelt and with the right intent, there's no bad in it. It's all good until it happens. Thank you, Ankit. Let's move to the next speaker. Who wants to go next? Thamutran,
Yes, sir. Yes, I
over
can.
to you. Over to you.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to give a big thank you for my parents, right, who brought me up. So always we say thank God and everything, but unless there is some parents who is there, God can guide, right? But the parents is a very important one for our survival, and how where we are now is because of them, right? So that is the first. I will start with that. And next is during my studies, right? There was some key professors, right? Who was, I always say that. So a professor called Christopher, right? He was actually guiding me for the data structures and things like that, right? Moment he teach something, immediately he will tell me to write algorithm for another thing which is not ever he thought, but he will tell me in the class. So I used to go there and do it. So that gave me confidence to come out of my comfort zone and say that okay, I can do it well in this particular thing. He identified it. So that is one. And another professor, same way, like for computer science, there is in another college. So where she was teaching in the computer science, she used to give me first immediately if I go, she'll immediately tell me you go and write. She'll sign it and give for the lab exercise immediately. So she had a trust on me that I will do it. So these people really triggered me. Okay, then I can do it. So that is something which is thing. And next is a person who has introduced me to the Toastmasters journey, right? Which helped me to learn a lot. And next is Uma ma'am, who has introduced to this speaking club, right? What we are doing, Speak Up Club, right? So that one. So I'm grateful to her as well on that one. And then finally, thankful to God, right? Where at certain instances we need God's help also, right? So we may not think that. So there is something universal touch is there always. So at certain moment when we are able to connect with Him, we will get His blessings. So, but for that we need to be very. That's how the saints all evolved, right? So they want to keep their mind very clean of anything of what all the things is there. At that time you will get a blessing, right? So one moment where I had to go went climbed up to a big rock, and then I was about to slip down. Means everyone could not get down, right? So at the last inch, we thought that we are not going to be live or something like that. At that moment, with God's grace, we jumped, we survived. So when we go to the reach to the end of our life, right? At that moment, also people will call God, right? So that's what it happened to me as well. But we were saved. So there is something beyond that also. So thankful for God for giving this life and be here. So with that, I conclude my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Thamutran. A great sequence. Uh, like you said, the last one that you remember is God. For me, it is my wife, and then she makes me remember the God. Thank you. Thank you, Samudan. Let's move to the next speaker. Okay, before I call in this person, this is a person that I met for the first time in person on the 1st of May 2018, sorry, 2019. And this lady goes even before the Speak Up Club for us. And she's been the kind of a charm to the club, and the energy and the positivity that she brings onto the stage every time she speaks is something which is I've not seen anybody match that kind of a grace or the kind of love that you can pour for someone. The way she speaks and the way she pours love for the Speak Up Club family is something that I've not seen anywhere being matched by anyone. And you can see the spotlight in the audience. Rabia,
Blessing.
the stage is yours. She's not able to mute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening,
Rabia,
everyone.
over to you.
I'm so glad to be back to my first family. I can name it as such. Though I lost all my members of my family, but still, this family is there always to support me. So I'm thankful to God for everything, whatever He has given to me. For whatever is lost, I know I can never regain it. But in place of those things, what I'm getting it, be it Uma ma'am, be it Rahul, be it Pragya, and all the family members of the living life, just a little word itself gives me a lots of energy to restart my things. So this particular word, thank you, I can say has a million words to speak about without a single word. So you just don't have to say thank you. You just a gesture is enough for you to say thanks for everything, whatever you are, wherever you are, whoever you are. It's God's blessings that you are still alive and you are sharing and caring. That is more than enough than anything else. So for me, the whole world is here itself, I can see. And every day I just go down in the night, I can say, and in the morning, looking up to all the messages, or else you can see the status, I restart, and then I feel that is enough for the day. Because live your life for a day itself. Those long term plans, long goals, all these things, as far as I feel, is just bookish. Okay, it happens, it's no doubt that you have to have plans and future plans, as well as you have to think about many things about it, but things will unfold according to their own time and destiny, as what I started believing in. It's never possible for us to do anything, something, sometimes it so happens that it becomes beyond our limits, like, but be thankful in whatever you are in, live in the situation, be happy with the present is a gift, accept it wholeheartedly, and just pray for the next days or the future to be good enough with all the people around you who are caring and loving. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rabia. The joy of listening you in itself wants me to ask you, can you please continue? Thank you. Thank you, Rabia. Let's move to the next person. Thank you, Agya. Okay, let's move to the next person. Uma ma'am, can you first finish Rabia's line, because I was expecting her to continue with the line that you generally say. Today is a mystery. Okay, you can begin with that.
Future is a mystery and the present is a pastry. So
Correct.
enjoy the pastry. So let us enjoy the pastry today, which is a gift given to us by Rahul. And 3 cheers to Rahul with a chikki here. I have got 2 chikkis for the Speak Up Club, for all that Speak Up Club and Rahul has given us. So 6 years ago, the club began as a platform for communication and leadership. But it has become, over the years, more than that, I should say. It's become a family, a classroom, a stage for us to experiment and a confidence building journey. And during the virtual time, we all thought that communication will be difficult. But over the virtual space, we all connected and we explored. And that's how we all joined together as a family. And today we have a family here. I can connect to Rahul, I can connect to Poonam and Rabia and say what I feel. If I have any problems, I can speak out to them and ask them for suggestions. So that is the rapport we have built. So thank you, Speak Up Club. Thank you, Rahul. And thank you for the family that Speak Up Club has given us. And if I want to say a small poem, I would say, thank you, God, for the gift of dawn, for every night and every morning, for the breath of life, so pure and free, and all the blessings given to me. Thank you for the sun that shines, for flowing rivers and mountain pines, for birds that sing and flowers that bloom, bringing fragrance into every room. Thank you for my family, dear, for loving hearts always near, for friends who stand through joy and pain, little gentle uh, sunshine after rain. Thank you for the strength to rise after every tear filled night, for teaching me to trust your way and giving hope for each new day. When life was hard and roads were long, you filled my heart with silent song. You held my hand through every storm with grace so tender, kind, and warm. So today I bow my head and pray with gratitude in every way for all I have and I see. Thank you, God, for loving me. So I take this opportunity to thank my loving family who was there as a support for me in every moment that I took up. My husband, my dear son, my parents, and my loving brother's family, and all my friends who have stood by me and given me the strength. And finally, God, who has stood by me and supported me all the way. It's because of God that I'm able to take up all the things that I'm doing now, because without His grace, I'm sure we will not be able to do anything. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for Speak Up Club. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. In a way, I can say if there is one person whose contribution has held this entire club for this long and for this far, it has to be Uma ma'am for the kind of the enthusiasm and excitement and the love that she pours into this club and the people that she's connected with. I think I'm grateful for her presence in itself because all the inner circle members that we have, a large part of the community that we have, even here right now in this room, is also connected because of Uma ma'am. And I'm just grateful that her presence made this journey possible in the first place before I can feel the gratitude for what it has become. Thank you, Uma ma'am, for always being there. And it's been a journey of seeing you over the years growing as a speaker and just kind of blooming with the heart that you have and sharing the love that you have always for everyone around you. Thank you, ma'am. Let's move to the next person. One thing I would like to call someone today here is for the one person who I feel like, given what he's doing today, is so much like what I do with regard to birthdays, anniversaries, my travel plans, and everything being adjusted to how Speak Up Club is operating and if there's a commitment there. And we have Lechu joining us today, celebrating his birthday, and yet he's a part of this meeting, coming and joining us and wanting to express. The stage is yours, Lechu. Happy birthday.
Thank you. So that is very kind of you to say. And my best wishes that you won in the conference. I saw your pictures. That was very cool and felt very happy. And yeah, so I heard the topic is Thanksgiving. This day could not be much better, like because I've crossed 25 years of time in this world, and there couldn't be a better time than this to thank for whatever I have. So yes, all the lovely people whom I came across, good and bad, both of them, both gave me wonderful lessons. We cannot, I always believe, I have a conviction that there is nothing wrong or right in this world. It all depends on our perspective. Truth is spherical. It could be contradictory. There is no right, no wrong. It's not like that 1 + 1 is equal to 2. 1 + 1 could be anything. So it is all just a human calculation. So with that understanding and with that knowledge, the knowledge which I gathered is not built in a singular day. It took me all these years with the interaction that I had with those lovely people and those people whom I had a fight with. But now it is all that good learning which stays in my heart, the gratitude of giving me a chance to learn and share that with you all people. So at the end of the day, it is just a sweet honey, tasting a sweet honey like feeling. So yeah, thanking, this feeling never ends. It keeps growing and it continues until we have our last breath. So life is a blessing and we are having that, living that. So unlike other living organisms, we have several other abilities to speak, to think, to pray, to recognize divinity. Everything is a blessing. I'm concluding with a say that gratitude is infinite. With that knowledge and awareness, I shall thank all the years that are bent to my words, and you are all patient. And yeah, thank you, God, and the ultimate power which is over me on giving me this 25 years of time of learning, and maybe I can share all the knowledge which I've gathered or whatever I have to the people around me. Give me the power, and thank you so much. I'm unsure whether I connected all the dots, but still, thank you. Giving back to the speaker, yeah.
Thank you, Lechu. A quarter century needs a quarter to complete. Thank you, Lechu. That was a wonderful share and a beautiful, complete circle to everything that you wanted to share about expression of gratitude that you have for everything. I was reminded of this beautiful song. I don't want to sing so that you all leave the meeting and go, but still, yeah, the lines of this song are something which is something resonates to what you exactly mentioned. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. So that's actually a beautiful way to sum up the entire idea of how you perceive or how you put things into context is what can make your life beautiful or ugly. It all depends on how you see it. And if you look at it as a blessing, and if you look at all the things that you have, the things that you are grateful for, I think it should be a beautiful life, just as much as a beautiful day it is. Happy birthday again, Lechu. Let's move to the next speaker now. Poonam? हाँ नहीं, अनम्यूट करो. Over to you. Poonam, 3 minutes.
4
All the
minutes.
best. Go ahead.
Raise your hand who agrees with me that children are the center of our life. Our life revolves around them. Mine certainly is. When they are happy, I am in cloud nine. And when they are sad, I feel down in despair. Seriously. 2019, I shifted from Kolkata to Nepal. And my children, they were bitterly disappointed because their life shifted. There was major shift in their education, level of education, in their school environment and everything. Especially my younger one, he was not able to take it. He would come from school, he would cry every day. He would say, Mama, what is this? There is no cleanliness. Washrooms are horrible. And teachers, they always and always favors the bright one, as if we don't exist. And at night, he would cry like anything. Sometimes he would hug me. Sometimes he would just, put pillow on his face and he would cry. And seeing him in that condition tore me apart every day. Every year, I would say, Beta, have patience. Next year, we'll try for hostel. You have to have patience. Again, next year, I would say the same thing. Then next year, I would say the same thing. When he was in class 6, at that time, I somehow mustered courage and I spoke to my husband. I spoke with my in-laws. I, I, I requested them. I convinced them, please, this child is destined to go out. Let him go. Let him go. Let him, he doesn't want to live here. And we have to send him out. And somehow I was able to convince them. And we went to Coimbatore, Chinmay school. And I was so much into that school. I wanted my son to study in that school because I was in Google, I was searching everything about that school, teachers and environment and everything. And we went there very hopefully. And luckily or unluckily, I don't know, he didn't crack the interview. We came back and all disappointed. But my son, he was continuously searching in Google about his schools. One day he came and he said, Mama, I want to go to Banaras Rajghat Basant School. I said, what? Banaras? Like, who sent their child to Banaras? You are just in class 6 and you will go in 7. I won't send you in Banaras. Go to Sai International in Bhubaneswar, or there are other schools. Go to that conventional school. I am not going to send you to that Gurukul school. But he was adamant. He said, no, I want to go to that school only. And throughout the journey, I was not speaking to him. I was like, why you want to go to that school only? And he said, Mommy, because there is no comparison, there is no competition, and I don't want all these things. I said, okay, but I was not convinced by that time. But the moment I stepped in that school, I saw the huge field and children were sitting. I asked to one of the teachers there, sir, what is this? Like, what is happening? Then what sir told, ma'am, this is the time for children to connect with nature, to connect with themselves. Because in this fast-paced world, everyone is talking about AI, technology, this, that. No one is talking about, inner connection with nature, connection with yourself. And truly, I felt like, wow, I want my child to be in this school. I really want my child to be in this school. And after 2 years,
I'm telling you, like his life transformed. His life transformed for good. And every day I thank God for blessing him, that school, for blessing me, such a beautiful environment for my son. So when I look back, when I connect the dots, whatever happened, good, bad, this, that, everything happened in our favor. And I'm thankful for that. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Poonam. Great share about how children are generally are centerpieces of where everything boils down to. Thank you. Thank you, Poonam, for sharing that. It was a beautiful share. And yeah, we can always connect the dot only backwards, it said. And it can always understand the meaning of why what was happening, all because of that. Thank you. Let's move to the next person. Mehul, you want to go next? Okay, the stage is yours.
Hello everyone, I am Mehul Rathore. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so things I am thankful for. There are so many things, there are so many moments, so many people I'm truly thankful for. So to start with, I'll start with my parents. Parents do so many things for us that sometimes those small gestures go unnoticeable. And that is something I recently experienced. So what happened a few days back is there was a power cut in my house and it was at afternoon. So I was trying to sleep. I almost fell asleep and I suddenly opened my eyes and what I saw was my father sitting right beside me with a newspaper in his hand and he was fanning at me. Yes. And at that moment, when I realized, I asked him to stop. He might get tired, but he said, "No, you sleep, I'll do it." And that is the moment I realized how lucky I am to feel that love and care. Like, I cannot express that feeling. That feeling was beyond words, but I am truly very grateful for my parents, the love, the care they show. And secondly, I would like to thank my best friend because no matter what, she is always beside me, um, comforting me, celebrating my success, and helping me in my failure. She is someone I never have to pretend myself to be someone else. She gets me, she understands me, and no matter what, she is always there for me. So I am very thankful for her as well. That is it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mehul. I think everyone was smiles when they heard this father fanning you. And I'm sure each one of you all had your own reflections of the moment where you felt, okay, I'm blessed to be having this kind of a love in my life. And thank you, Mehul, for sharing that beautiful anecdote and for having a friend like that. Let's move to the next person who's coming up. Kazmi uh, Sarma.
Yes.
Kazmi. Yep, the stage is yours.
Okay. Thanks, Rahul. Like you said, it's a special day for Speak Up Club, and it's a special day for me because I complete 13 years of my marriage. It's been a long journey. So I want to congratulate you first for winning the HSC and evaluation contest. Though you said it's not about you or the Speak Up Club, but I could not stop myself. It's a big achievement. So it's a very interesting and very good subject. Thank you. Like you said, we often forget to thank the people who do a lot for us. We thank strangers. We do not thank the people who are close to us. And this reminds me of an interesting missing tiles syndrome. Rahul knows it. His file says. So for those who don't know or who knows, you can pay attention that you go to a beautiful mansion. There's everything there. Everything is designed to perfection. And then behind that mansion, you see a beautiful swimming pool. Everything is perfect. But in that swimming pool, there's one tile which is missing. And you forget all the beauty and everything, and you just focus on that one missing tile. And especially people who work in corporates can relate to it, that you do a lot, but that one thing that you miss gets noticed. And that's how the system is designed. I mean, don't blame your boss or your mentor or your colleague, anyone. That's how the system is designed, that you get questioned for the one thing that is missed. And that becomes a part of your personality, where you start questioning people for the things that are missing instead of having a gratitude for the things that they have done. So, and you start doing it for the personal relations and everything. That's when things get to gets strained and your relationship gets strained. So it has been 13 years of marriage, and it is time for me to pause, reflect, and see that I've come a long way. What I've realized is before becoming a husband or before becoming a leader or a parent, we think that I'm going to be the best. We blame our parents, or we see our leader, and then we see others, and we think I will be the best. Like how as child we used to say Sachin should have done like this and that. So once we get into the game, that's when we realize. So it is time for me to pause, reflect, and say thank you to my wife, my parents, her parents, and my brothers and my friends who've been a support system. Because when I was going through some tough time, it is easy for my friends to say, hey, let it go. I mean, just leave everything, I mean, get a life and all those things. But my friends have those values in place where they taught me to be to handle things patiently. So uh, very interesting theme and very nice theme, which is close to my heart, and it has come at on a very special day for me, Rahul. So thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, and Kazmi, and more importantly, thank you for sharing this day with us. I'm not sure where your wife is, but please have your own protection today that you're taking out time and joining Speak Up Club while you should be doing something else. Thank you, but grateful that you are joining us and sharing this experience with us today on this very special day. While you could be anywhere, you chose to be here, and we are grateful for that. Let's move to the next person who's coming up. Shubhadra ma'am, are you there? Sri Krishna, would you like to share, or you are out somewhere?
No, no,
Shubhadra ma'am.
I will share.
Okay, you will share. 1 minute. Shubhadra ma'am, would you like to share first? You're on mute, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Over to you.
In our lives, we need to be thankful to so many people every day, people who help us and all. But I would like to thank one person in my life. He's a very special person. He's a soft-spoken gentleman who speaks so softly that it is very difficult to decipher what he's saying. In the beginning, I had to go to an ENT specialist to check my ear whether I was able to hear properly or not. And then I came to realize that he goes on speaking. I asked my mom, I thought you said he's an engineer, but looks like he's a professor. But still, I fell in love with his incredible voice and married him. 45 years of marriage, not just 13 years, as Kazmi said. 45 years of marriage. He's the most sweet gentleman. And do you think that I ever tell him that you're a nice person? No way. Aha. But he takes care of me with so much of love. I don't respond to him in the same way. I don't say, I love you like that. But he just, with his gestures, he shows to me that he loves me so much. He's a big absent-minded professor. In the beginning of our marriage, we were just going to a friend's house. I was supposed to sit behind him on the scooter. He was talking. He's in love with his incredible voice. He was talking, and he went off. And I was standing at his friend's house only. Finally, he went home, and then he had to come back and pick me up and take him. Such an absent-minded professor. He's still the same after 45 years. He's an engineer, I told you. If you give him something to this thing, he will take the whole day to just repair this thing. In the meanwhile, I get so frustrated. I don't know how to cool down myself. He's a calm, really has a lot of patience. Whereas I'm just the opposite. I've got a short fuse. I just can't tolerate anything which doesn't go my way. Just I believe that my way is the right way. His way, no way. But he will just smile. That makes me more angry. Just imagine, I'm in an argument and he smiles. It irritates me so much. It's so much. But he's a sweet darling and he takes care of the children very nicely and me also, of course. But sometimes his love is so irritating. Means I cannot describe it. But I have got a poem for him. I would like to share it with him. If I could catch a rainbow, I would do it just for you and share with you its beauty. On the days you are feeling blue. Like recently, his sister passed away in a fire accident. I felt really bad for him, but I was helping their family and I couldn't be with him. On the days, if I could build a mountain, you call your very own, a place to find serenity, a place to be alone. If I could take all your troubles, he doesn't have any troubles at all. But the only trouble he has is me. I would toss them out to sea. Of course, I won't toss myself to the sea. But all these things I'm finding are impossible for me. I cannot build a mountain or create a rainbow for it. But let me be what I know best. A wife who is always there for you. I love you, dear. Although I never expressed to you, I really do love you. And that is my husband over there, Dattatreya Sharma Anupindi. He has joined because I asked him to join. Because I never tell him that I love him. So this is the only way I have to tell him. I'm so thankful to God, my parents. I never tell him. I always, when I have a fight, I tell him, I'm cursing my parents for getting me married to you. But no, I do thank them for getting me married to this lovely person. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Subhadra ma'am. I didn't want this to end. And I didn't know I didn't know he was there in the meeting room. For all the people out here, after 45 years, you need to have this courage that you can join him into a meeting room and make him listen to what you have to share. And no wonder he's absent-minded. I can completely agree. He's an engineer. Only by being absent-minded, that's an insurance policy for him to survive for 45 years. You see, he can do anything that he wants to, and then you can feel that, okay, he was just absent-minded. He didn't intend to it. Thank you. Thank you, Subhadra ma'am. I think that was a beautiful share. It's been ages I've heard a love story like that. And bold and ruthless, raw. Too hard to digest a love story, I feel. I'm sure sir is listening to this and he finds solace in the words that I share after the share that you have had about the love that you have. Thank you, Subhadra ma'am. That was a beautiful share. Let's move to the next person. Yes, sir. Now we need now we need your side of the story, sir. Please. You're on mute, sir. I've just unmuted you.
Yeah, I've done it. Can you hear me?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Now, actually, firstly, I would like to thank my parents for what I am. And next to the God, because I was always content with my life. And whatever I want, I got it. There is nothing which I couldn't achieve. I just wanted a specific job in a particular organization. I got it. And always it was like that. And so I'm thankful to the God as well. And now we have heard the story of my wife, to whom I'm thankful. Though she's frustrated, I know she curses me. Many times we have fights, but still I love her. I'm thankful to her. Because she has been always taking care of me. She was behind me all the time. And whatever I have achieved in the life, in different positions, everything is just because she was there like a pillar of support. The another thing, I joined Toastmasters accidentally because she wanted to join. A friend of mine just called because he was being inducted as the president of the club. So we both went. When we went at the end, they asked us to give our opinion. I just told them, my wife She couldn't say anything. She just nodded. Then after coming home, she said, I would like to join that. There are not many ladies in that club, but still she wanted to join. Another thing was it used to be in the night. It used to go on till night 10:30, 11 o'clock. Sometimes it used to start around 7:30 and go up to 10:30, 3 hours. So she can't come alone. So she had her own car, she could drive everything. But she says, no, in the night I can't come. So you have to come with. So what would I do? Going there and just sitting. So she said, no, you also join the club. So that is how I ended up with the Toastmasters. I had some restrictions because I was working for a government organization. So I could move to some extent. And then I was told very clearly by the people that I shouldn't take any more positions. I said, okay, fine. But I still continued as a Toastmaster for quite some time. Whereas she rose. In those days, it used to be the lieutenant governor and all, area governors, lieutenant governors and all. She rose to good position. She did as lieutenant governor marketing. She did lieutenant governor education, everything and all. Then I did only the education. She took the leadership role, as usual, like she takes up at home. And I took up the educational. I was going through only the 18 bronze, 18 silver, and I never did my DT. I just left at that itself. So as I said, this is really a thanks to me. It was very nice, actually, the club. Initially, I thought it's another Toastmasters club, which actually she subscribes to quite a good number of clubs. She said, no, it's not a Toastmasters club. You just listen, it's very nice. I said, okay. So she sent me the link. I joined, and I found that this is really thanking the persons who are in your life. I agree fully, actually, as I said. First, I thank my parents, God, who had provided me everything which I wanted. There was nothing which I haven't got. If I thought of something, or another thing is, there was never a financial crisis. There were actually times when I could not have. I was thinking I need some money, so from somewhere it comes up. Somebody who actually owes me or somebody else gives me. And always at that particular moment in time, I always had what I wanted. And the next third one was my wife, my loving wife. As she said, 35 years. We had been, not 35, 45. Why did she say 35? It was 45 years. I heard her saying 35 years. So we had actually
45 years.
Yeah, you said 45. Okay. As usual, I'm deaf. I don't hear some things properly, as you said. No? So 45 years of life, with all the struggles, with all the fights, everything.
It's a table topics. It's a table topics. You are 3 minutes.
Oh, only 3 minutes. Oh, sorry. Sorry about it.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
No problem, sir. We are all here.
Very nice meeting you all. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for joining and
Take care.
thank you for joining and expressing yourself. I'm really happy that we have had a moment where we could have two partners joining in expressing themselves for all the thankfulness that they have for each other.
No, I'm
Thank you.
thankful for
No, and just imagine,
forcing
he
me
used to
to
win
Toastmasters.
table topics many times, and now he has exceeded the time.
That's
No, I
okay.
didn't
That's
know.
okay.
I didn't know you had a time limit. I
No,
didn't know.
that's okay. That's okay, sir. No problem at all.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you
I
so
think,
much.
thank you for expressing yourself, sir. Thank you, Shubhadra ma'am. First you thanked and then he had to thank. We are really happy that he
Yeah,
took this
she was forcing
opportunity.
me. Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you, sir. I think that was a beautiful share. But I
Thank you.
must say, sir, you had the courage to correct her, although she
But
didn't make a
but the
mistake.
thing is, we are not at the same place. She's in Visakhapatnam. I'm in
Oh,
Hyderabad.
okay. Nice.
I'm still working
Okay.
just to get away from her, so that she still loves me.
For the love to last, you have to be a bit distant.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have the last person for today, Sri Krishna. The stage is yours.
Yeah. So for me, one person I would like to thank here is one of my managers. So it was on April 2025.
I was doing my work well. Matlab, everything was going fine. But I didn't want to move to a different team. I was I kind of say I was on my comfort zone, and I can do well in the new team. I never had that courage, so I didn't apply for that internal job posting. So my manager saw it, and he applied on my behalf. I was thinking, okay, I have to attend this interview, but okay, I went and attended the interview. So one issue I had at that point of time is I had to go to Madurai, so I had planned ALs for May 2025, so for 1 week like that. I told them upfront in the interview that I am having the leave request. The reason why I told it is not because I can't cancel the plans or something like that, just to escape from that, going to that new team. That was the reason, literally. And the interview was over. I did my interview well. After 2 days, my manager reached out to me and asked, will you be able to sacrifice your leaves? I said that no, I want these leaves at any cost. It's not that I can't sacrifice, but still, I said it. I said it upfront to him like that. But I don't know what happened after that. After 2 days, the job posting results came, and I was shocked to see my name there. Like, why did I have my name here? But I didn't have the courage to ask it to my manager. Oh, I told that I'm not canceling the leaves. How did I end up here? Because this was not in my 2025 bingo cards. But I didn't have the courage to ask it. But why I am thanking my manager now is because of his one decision. I got a clarity on my career. Okay, I can do these things in my future. So I got that clarity because of him. He trusted me that I will do well in the new team when I didn't have trust on myself. So that is one of the major reason why I wanted to thank my manager here. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Krishna. There will be blessings, unexpected ones, and from nowhere that you can see them or how they happen. But yet, when you look back, one of the things that we often fall trap to is that for everything good that has happened, it was all my effort. For everything bad that happened, was someone else's mistake. But having the ability to see that there were blessings that we did not pray for that we have got, and acknowledging them is a great skill. Thank you, Sri Krishna, for that mention, and having gratitude for this act of your manager who helped you in navigating your career. It's always a blessing that you can see a blessing as well. With that, anyone else left, or you would like to share anything else before I come to a closing note for today? Anyone? Okay. If not, then I'll get going with a few things that I wanted to express my gratitude for, especially for the Speak Up Club, because it's been a long journey and it wouldn't have been possible without, I would say, first and foremost will be the God for whom the kind of the puzzle or the things fell in place in a different way that was not expected at all. The Speak Up Club's idea was born before 2020. But it didn't take shape. It didn't land in the way we wanted it to be. And possibly that's a way to look at it, that God has better plans than what you can think of. And I surrendered to that. And it happened. When it comes to people, I think my wife, who has been a constant support for me to be in this room every week after week, and doing the things that I'm passionate about and managing the rest of the world, is something that I'm blessed with. Because if not for that, I know how many people have fallen trapped to this idea of being constrained in their opportunities, in their pursuits that they want to, and yet not able to do things. But I was blessed for having a wife who took care of the things that were needed my attention, but she took care of them. Thank you to Uma ma'am. One person who's not here today is Akanksha, who's been with us since the day one. So she had attended in the first 125 sessions that we had. She attended more sessions than I did, and she's been a kind of integral part of the club, although a bit inactive recently because of her engineering college days. I have seen her literally from grade 8th and 9th to an engineering student. So you can imagine I've been a witness to her life, and she has been a witness to my life with how we have shaped up and how we have grown over the years in the past 6 years. So she's one person, except for Rabia, in this group, that she knows me for the past 6 years based on the life of Speaker Club that we have. So that's it. Madhu, Sri Krishna, and Poonam, who have been a constant in this journey for a long time. One of Madhu, why I say specifically, is because he was the first person who trusted me with the when I launched the Inner Circle Club. He was the first person to trust me and say that, okay, let's do it. I'm there with you. I'm willing to subscribe to it, whatever happens, however, whatever people that we have. So he's been a constant support. Because of his work commitments, he's not been consistent recently, but the job has shifted. His work shift has shifted, and his weekends are working, and so he's not been here. Poonam, who's been a good companion, and for the last 2.5 years that I've known her, it's been a good support, not just in the Speak Up Club, but we have shared lives with regard to how our life is shaping up, the challenges that we have experienced, and had a good bond over this period. Before we all began with this, the entire idea of me speaking on stage or me being comfortable on stage was Durga Mohan, my teacher from 23 years ago, who was the inspiration for me to take stage and wanting to become a better speaker and own the stage. And that's where the inspiration draws. I'm still in touch with her, and we keep meeting up once in a while. Grateful for her spark that led me to here. And finally, for everyone in the audience who always came up, for everyone who turned up, who shared a kind word for everything that I was doing. Because, like I said, today we are talking about thank you, but I've had these thank yous and I was blessed with them, with all the people who could share and who could express themselves to what the work that I was doing. And I'm ever grateful. And finally, one person that I've missed out in this entire thing, and I've not seen one of y'all, none of y'all, share about that person. It is yourself. For me, coming through for this journey for this long wouldn't have been without the persistence and consistency that I have given. Come what may, Speak Up Club was there, was always happening, only because, not only, but also because I chose to keep it alive. Despite the bruises, despite COVID, despite challenges, despite heartbreaks, despite birthdays, anniversaries, or the travel plans or something, I always made space for the Speak Up Club to happen. I accommodated everything around it without missing this one element. And that's how this journey is sustained. And this is not about me. This is not about just myself. What I missed listening to from each one of you all was this aspect of how you have not acknowledged yourself. You have not thanked yourself enough. Like Kazmi was mentioning about the missing tile syndrome, the only person who's a witness to your entire life is you. But the problem is, you're also a witness to those missing tiles that are there. The failures, the setbacks, the things or times when you did not do what you wanted to or not up to the mark that you wanted to. And you always look at yourself as a missing piece, not finding gratitude for who you are as an individual and how far you have come. Whatever your life is, ask yourself, today you would not be here. Today you would not be in the way that you are, but for what you have endured and what you have grown this and how far you have come. So while you're thanking everyone around, thank yourself too. You wouldn't be possible without the you that made it possible. So think of it in those lines and write a letter to yourself. Go treat yourself. I started this meeting today with an ice cream for myself, beginning with a thank you to myself for having sustained maybe 250 plus sessions of Speak Up Club, having sustained 6 years of Speak Up Club. That was a time for celebration for myself, for how far I've been here and how far I've sustained myself with all the challenges, all the adversities that have always kept coming. The love is definitely there. The love for all that I get from each one of you all and how I've experienced the joy of being a part of this community. I've also endured the adversities, and I'm proud of that. So today, go back and also thank yourself for how far you have come in your life. With all the adversities that life has thrown at you, you have grown. With that, coming to an end with the final game for today evening, beginning with thank you each one of you all for taking out time today and joining us today. It was a delight to listen to all the stories that you all had to share, the people that made a difference to you and who are a part of this journey in your life. And Not just here. I would want each one of you all to go back and express that gratitude, express those things that you shared here with so much of love and passion to them too. Whosoever is there that you talked about, go express them. Send a message, and you'll see, you'll be surprised of how they will feel when you express this out more than just kind of having a second guessing game of how important you are or how important they are to your lives. So with that coming to a close for today's session, all I would say is something that I've always said for a long time. Life has never been the same since 23rd May 2020. It's been an honor sharing our perspectives and listening to your perspectives. Thank you for the love that you keep coming back every week or every month and adding life to our lives and to every member of the Speak Up Club family. Until our roads cross again, until our paths cross again, let's wait and see what life holds, and let's bring in those stories to this platform and our expressions to the world. Thank you, and for all those people who are in Hyderabad, looking forward to seeing you all today. Tomorrow, we have the same theme, open mic of thank yous in the offline space tomorrow. Okay, Shubhadra ma'am, if sir is available and he would like to enjoy the company, please do send him to the offline meetup that we have tomorrow evening, if it's possible for him. Sri Krishna, I hope you're there and
Yes,
you coming?
I'm there.
Okay, not there. I want you there in Chika tomorrow evening.
No. So right now I am in Kerala.
Okay, done. No problem. I understand. Let's catch up tomorrow, and for all those people, we'll stay updated and keep sharing updates about the next open mic that we have next month. See you all next month again. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Right.